Hello, I am Mrs. Cavazos with the Zachary Orchestra, welcoming you to strings, to beginning strings, violin, viola, cello, bass. So today I'm going to demonstrate some of the violin things, but first we actually have to open up our instrument case. When you open up your instrument case, you want to make sure that it is on the floor or on a big table. You don't want any of your case spilling off somewhere, or like you put it in the middle of a chair and you could easily tip it over. We want our instruments to be as safe as possible, so I recommend you opening them up on the floor or on a table that is at least the size of the instrument case. Again, we want to protect our instruments as much as possible. When you open it up, you are going to have the urge to go in there and grab everything, which we will be doing later, going in there and taking our instruments out. When you see your instrument, most likely it'll have a little strap over the neck. You carefully undo that and you pick your instrument up. So my instrument is here on the floor. I will carefully pick it up like so. So there are a couple different parts to the instrument that you want to make sure you have. First of all, for violins and violas, you want to have a chin rest. The name is really deceiving because it seems like your chin will go here and it'll be more like your jaw. But you want to make sure you have one of these. You also want to get a shoulder rest. A shoulder rest will look kind of like this. Could be made out of different materials. Some of them are wooden, some of them are plastic, some of them are very moldable and bendy, some of them are very stiff. Some are tall and some are short. There are all sorts of different sizes. So you want to get one that best fits you. Right now the one I have is customizable. These little legs turn this way to make this shorter, and they turn the other way to make it taller. What you want is something that fits you comfortably, that will help you hold your instrument. So a must-have is a chin rest for violins and violas and a shoulder rest for violins and violas as well. So you want to make sure you have that. What's going to also help you, I don't have on my own personal instrument, but if you have what's called first frets or don't frets, they're going to be colored tapes that could stick on your instruments, on the fingerboard, on this black part, to kind of guide you where your fingers go. So it's really good for starting, really good for guiding where you put your fingers down. They won't be exact because you'll find your strings tuning changes all the time, but they will really help. So violins, violas, chin rest, violins, violas, shoulder rest. Everyone, first frets or don't frets. Really important to have on your instrument. When you look at the next important part of your instrument, your bow, you want to carefully take it out of the case without touching the hair. Do not, absolutely not, touch the bow hair, and I'll explain that in a later video. But you have your bow, and you want to make sure that it is in good working condition, which means that the hair isn't really gross and black. It's a white or beige color, maybe slightly yellow. If this part is dark here a little bit, like mine isn't as white there at the bottom, that's okay. That's from the side of my finger touching it when I have my bow hold. You don't want to go and grab the bow hair. Please do not grab the bow hair. Do not grab the bow hair. Do not grab the bow hair. So what you're going to need, again, your bow. Do not touch the bow hair. Your instruments with first fret or don't fret tapes or a sticker, chin rest, and a shoulder rest. Once you have all of those, you can definitely continue. This all will help your playing. If you can't find a shoulder rest, or if you lose it, a kind of squishy sponge, like a thick sponge, will help. This again is extremely important in your posture and your position. So once you check box everything there, then you could go on to the next video. Remember, keep your instrument case on the floor or on a flat surface when you're opening it, so it's not easily able to be knocked over. Unzip carefully. Handle the instrument by the neck or the bottom, never from here. This is a no touching zone for your hand. Neck and bottom. Handle your bow from either the stick part, don't touch the hair, or the bottom right here. We'll go over the parts of the instrument and how to work all of this later. So, step 1, welcome to our beginning strings. Step 2, double check that you have the equipment, and then step 3, you could go on to the next video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. You can leave comments, you can subscribe, all that wonderful good stuff, and I'll see y'all next video.